Downloading files or applications. Well, in Windows, when you have Windows machine, Windows PC or laptop, if you need to download anything like an application or a game or a file, what do? You actually open up your browser, type in the link in the URL if you know the exact link, and you click it. It will take you to that page, and then you click on that download link again, the next one, and it downloads it right here. But in Linux, we don't have the GUI. So how do we download a file, or how do we download an application that we need to download? Well, there is a tool in Linux that's called wget. W stands for World Wide Web, and get is, of course, to get it. So get it from World Wide Web or to the internet. This is the command that you'll get. And an example of the command is wget followed by the exact URL where the file is located. If the file ends with .tar or .zip or .msi, whatever that is, you specify the entire URL in the wget command. Now, the question is, why? Why do we even need to download any file or any application or any program in Linux? That's a very good question, right? But there's one thing that you're missing, and that is the yum command. You're probably thinking of the yum command. When you have a Linux machine and you need to download any package or any file, you could just simply go to yum followed by the name of the package or the file and then install, and it downloads it for you. As in this example, you have a server, and the server goes to another server to get a file. In this case, the server is the mirror or the repository where the yum goes and install all the packages. But that server does not have that file that we are looking for. Then it goes to another server. Our computer will go to another server, but that server is not listed as one of our repository. So what do? How do we get that file from that server to our server? We get it through the wget command, and that's how we install it into our machine. So let's take an example of our Linux machine. I will run the wget command in our Linux machine and see how it works. I will run it through the PuTTY. But before I run it to the PuTTY, what do we need? We need the IP address of our PuTTY session, of our Linux machine. And how to find the IP? This is something that you should know by heart. So I have 192.168.1.12. I'll put that in here. 192.168.1.12. I will log in as myself. And the reason I have this IP instead of 192.168.56.101 is because I have in my virtual machine, if you go to the setting and you go to network, I have bridged adapter. If I had host only adapter, then there would be a communication between laptop and this virtual machine. But now I wanted to actually go outside of the network, so that's why I have this bridge adapter. And how am I connecting on my laptop or my desktop? It's through the wireless, right? So just make sure you have these settings. So I do, and I know I have this IP address. I use the PuTTY, I put in the IP address, I am in. So now I'm just simply go in and minimize this, and I will minimize this as well. And I will take an example of, let's say I wanted to install PuTTY in my Linux machine. So in order to install it, you have to run yum command, and before you run yum command, you have to be root. So I'll do yum PuTTY install. That's a command, right? To install any kind of PuTTY or any kind of packages or file you're looking for. Okay, so the yum went outside to its repository and asked, do you have the package PuTTY? It says no, I can't. Sudo command putty, please make sure yum. Sorry, I did run the command wrong. It is yum install putty. I'm sorry, but that's okay. Mistakes happen, right? Okay, so yum install putty. You hit and enter, and then you'll see at the end it says no package putty available. Error, nothing to do. So it did go out to the yum repositories. It did not find the putty package. Now this is a perfect example. Now at this point I do need a putty package for my Linux machine, so what do? Well, you need to find out where the link URL of the putty session is. So I'll go into a browser and I will type in google.com and I'll go to download putty. I'm just going to the Windows machine and to the web browser so I could get the link to download the putty. So this is the package for Unix source archive. This is the one I have to download. So I'll right click to it. I'll go to copy link location. So it has copied the link location. I'll come here and just type that location here just to make sure that it does show me that it will download the file. Yes, it will. See? So you just cancel it. Now you go back to your Linux machine, and now at this time you type wget. It's a long link, so just make sure you extend or maximize your window, space, you right click on your keyboard and it will paste the entire URL for you. So this is the URL, and once you hit enter, see, it is connecting, it is downloading. You see that? Amazing. Amazing. We have that package now. Where is it? It will be downloaded in the current working directory where I am. And where am I at this time? Let's do pwd. I'm in root, so it should be in the root. And this is it. putty-0, the version .tar.gx. So that's the reason we need that wget command, so people or users or developers who cannot find their packages that are on a third-party vendor's website, they could use wget command to actually download a file or package or whatever that they're trying to install.